Most men think women fall for looks. But that is not what really happens. A woman can decide how she feels about you in less than 10 seconds, before you even sit down, before you even shake her hand, before you even say your name. And the scary part? Most men never realize why they lost attraction. They think it was their height, their money, their face. But women are silently watching 5 specific things. Tiny details, hidden signals, psychological triggers. And if you miss them, attraction dies before the conversation even starts. Today, you will learn the exact 5 things women instantly notice in men, and how to use them to become naturally attractive without pretending to be someone else. Stay until the end. Because the 5th one is the silent signal women notice first, but almost no man understands. Most men believe attraction starts with appearance. But female psychology works differently. Women first react to emotional energy. Not muscles, not expensive clothes, not perfect hair, energy, the emotional atmosphere around you. And women can feel it almost instantly. Think about the last time you met someone nervous. You probably felt uncomfortable without knowing why. Now imagine how women feel when a man walks toward them while silently begging for validation. She notices it immediately. A desperate man asks for approval without speaking. His body looks tense. His eyes look uncertain. His movements look careful. He is trying not to fail. And women feel that pressure. But emotionally grounded men feel different. They do not rush. They do not overreact. They do not try too hard. That calmness creates emotional safety. And female attraction grows around emotional safety. This is why some average-looking men attract women effortlessly while attractive men get ignored. One man feels emotionally stable. The other feels emotionally needy. Women notice this faster than men realize. Even your walk changes attraction. A man who walks too fast often looks anxious. A man constantly adjusting his clothes looks insecure. A man forcing loud confidence usually feels fake. Women are extremely sensitive to emotional congruence. That means they watch whether your behavior matches your emotional state. If your confidence looks performed instead of natural, women feel it. And attraction drops. Now here's the interesting part. Women often cannot explain why they feel attracted to one man and disconnected from another, because much of attraction happens subconsciously. The brain reacts before logic appears, and emotional energy becomes the first hidden signal. So what should you do instead? Slow down, breathe slower, speak slower, move slower, stop trying to impress. Most attraction dies because men enter interactions trying to win approval. But the men women remember are usually emotionally comfortable with themselves. Not perfect, comfortable. That emotional steadiness creates presence. And presence is one of the strongest attraction triggers in female psychology. But emotional energy is only the beginning. Because the second thing women instantly notice is something most men accidentally destroy within seconds, without realizing it. And once it disappears, women stop feeling curiosity completely. Most men look at women incorrectly. Some stare too hard. Some avoid eye contact completely. Some constantly scan her body. Women notice all of it immediately. Eye contact reveals emotional control. A man who cannot hold calm eye contact often looks nervous. A man who stares aggressively feels unsafe. A man who constantly looks away feels uncertain. Women unconsciously study your eyes because eyes reveal intention. And intention matters deeply in attraction. This is why women often say things like, "I just got a weird vibe from him." Many times that feeling came from eye behavior. Now here is something most men never realize. Women are not only watching whether you make eye contact, they are watching how emotionally affected you become while doing it. Do you panic? Do you overfocus? Do you become overly excited? Women notice these reactions quickly. Emotionally grounded eye contact feels relaxed. It says, "I see you, but I am still calm." That balance creates attraction. But there is another hidden layer, attention control. Most men give women too much attention too quickly. The moment she enters the room, his entire emotional state changes. His focus locks onto her. And women notice this instantly, because attention has value. When a man gives unlimited attention immediately, it often signals emotional hunger. But emotionally attractive men stay centered. They notice women without emotionally collapsing around them. This creates mystery, and mystery increases attraction. Now, this does not mean ignoring women. That is another mistake. Women dislike coldness that feels performative. Instead, attraction grows when attention feels calm, intentional, and selective. For example, a confident man listens carefully. He does not interrupt. He does not desperately seek reactions. He does not laugh at everything. He stays emotionally balanced. That emotional control becomes attractive because it feels rare, especially today. Most people react impulsively, so when a man feels emotionally composed, women notice him more. And here is something fascinating. Women often test attention subconsciously. They may say something slightly playful, or disagree with you, or tease you. They want to see if your emotional state breaks, because emotional reactions reveal confidence. Men who instantly seek validation usually fail these moments. But men who stay calm create emotional tension. And emotional tension is powerful, because attraction is not built through logic, it is built through emotional experience. Now here is where things become dangerous for most men. Because the third thing women instantly notice has nothing to do with your face. Yet it silently determines whether she sees you as attractive, weak, or forgettable. This is one of the biggest hidden secrets in female psychology. Women notice self-acceptance faster than men realize. A man can look attractive physically, but if he feels uncomfortable with himself, women sense it, and attraction weakens. Why? Because insecurity changes behavior. Men who secretly feel inadequate often overcompensate. They brag too much. They try too hard. They become overly agreeable. They seek constant approval. And women notice the emotional need underneath the behavior. Now compare that to a man who feels comfortable in his own skin. He does not need to prove his value every minute. He speaks naturally. He laughs naturally. He disagrees naturally. Nothing feels forced. And women find that emotionally attractive. Because emotional stability feels safe. One of the biggest mistakes men make is believing attraction comes from perfection. But female psychology often responds more strongly to authenticity. Women notice when a man is trying to perform masculinity. Fake alpha behavior rarely works long-term, because forced confidence creates emotional inconsistency, and women are highly sensitive to inconsistency. This is why some men become nervous around attractive women. Their personality changes. Suddenly, they speak differently. They laugh differently. They behave differently. Women instantly feel that shift, and attraction drops, because confidence is not loudness. Confidence is emotional consistency. Now here is another hidden truth. Women often feel attracted to men who are emotionally present, not distracted, not trying to impress, not mentally panicking, present. That emotional groundedness creates calm masculine energy, and calm masculine energy is deeply attractive in female psychology, especially today. Why? Because modern dating feels emotionally chaotic. Most people are anxious. Most people are performing. Most people are overthinking. So when a man feels emotionally relaxed in his own identity, he stands out immediately, and women notice it in seconds. Now this does not mean becoming emotionless. That is another misunderstanding. Emotionless men often feel disconnected. Instead, women are attracted to emotional control. The ability to feel emotions without being controlled by them. That balance changes everything. And once you understand this, attraction becomes less about chasing women and more about mastering your emotional state. But there is another signal women notice even faster than confidence, and most men accidentally destroy it before the first conversation even begins. This next one silently controls whether women feel chemistry or discomfort. Before women hear your voice, they read your body. Body language speaks first, always. And female psychology reacts strongly to nonverbal communication. Because body language reveals emotional truth. Words can lie. Bodies usually do not. This is why women often sense confidence before hearing a man speak. Now here is the problem. Most men accidentally communicate insecurity through tiny behaviors, and they never notice it. For example, constant fidgeting, crossed arms, looking down frequently, shrinking posture, fast nervous movements. These signals create emotional tension, and women subconsciously interpret tension as uncertainty. But attractive body language feels relaxed. Open posture, controlled movement, comfortable eye contact, grounded physical presence, not forced dominance, natural calmness. Women notice this extremely fast because the brain processes body language instantly, sometimes before conscious thought even begins. This explains why first impressions feel so powerful. Now let us talk about movement. Most attractive men move slower, not because they are pretending, because emotionally calm people naturally move with more control. Fast, chaotic movement often signals anxiety. Women notice this unconsciously. Even small actions matter. How you sit, how you stand, how you enter a room, how you react when attention shifts toward you. Women absorb these signals constantly. And here is something important. Women are often more emotionally observant than men, not because they are magically psychic, but because female psychology evolved around emotional awareness and social reading. Women frequently notice tension, confidence, discomfort, aggression, insecurity, and emotional instability much faster. This is why your body language matters more than memorized lines. A nervous, confident line still feels nervous, because women react to emotional delivery, not only words. Now, here is the hidden attraction secret. The most attractive body language usually communicates one thing: I am comfortable whether you approve of me or not. That emotional independence creates mystery, and mystery creates attraction. Men who desperately seek reactions often appear emotionally dependent. Women notice this quickly. But men who stay emotionally grounded create emotional curiosity. And curiosity is powerful in attraction. Now we reach the fifth thing women notice instantly. This one is rarely discussed. Yet it silently controls whether women feel emotional safety around you or emotionally pull away. And most men never realize they are sending the wrong signal. This may be the biggest hidden secret in female psychology. Women constantly try to understand male intention, not just behavior. Intention. Why? Because intention determines emotional safety. A man can say all the right words, but if his energy feels manipulative, desperate, aggressive, or emotionally unstable, women sense it. This is why some men appear attractive for 5 minutes, then suddenly lose all emotional connection. Women begin noticing hidden intention. Now here's the truth most men avoid. Many men interact with women from emotional scarcity. They want validation, attention, approval, ego boosts. Women often feel this subconsciously, and attraction weakens. But emotionally attractive men usually interact differently. They enjoy connection without emotional desperation. That emotional difference changes everything. Now let us go deeper. Women often ask themselves subconscious questions within seconds. Does this man feel emotionally safe? Does he respect boundaries? Does he feel emotionally stable? Does he feel socially aware? Does he feel genuine? Your behavior answers these questions automatically. Even your jokes reveal intention. Men who constantly sexualize conversations too quickly often create discomfort. Not because attraction is wrong, but because emotional pacing matters. Women feel safer around men who understand social timing. And emotional safety is one of the strongest attraction foundations. Now, this does not mean becoming overly soft. Another common misunderstanding. Women are not necessarily attracted to passiveness. They are attracted to emotional intelligence, the ability to understand social energy, the ability to read situations, the ability to stay emotionally controlled. That combination creates powerful masculine presence. And here is something fascinating. Women often remember how men made them feel emotionally more than what men actually said, because emotions create memory. This is why emotionally grounded men become unforgettable. Not because they used tricks, because they created emotional comfort and tension at the same time. That balance becomes magnetic. But now comes the part most men never hear. Because understanding these 5 signals changes attraction completely. And once you see female psychology differently, you stop chasing approval and start creating genuine presence. So let us quickly recap the 5 things women instantly notice in men. First, your emotional energy. Women feel emotional desperation faster than men realize. Second, your eyes and attention control. Women notice whether your attention feels calm or emotionally needy. Third, how comfortable you are with yourself. Authenticity feels stronger than performance. Fourth, your body language. Before women hear your words, they study your emotional state through movement. And fifth, your intentions. Women constantly sense whether a man feels emotionally safe, genuine, and emotionally grounded. Now here is the important truth. Attraction is not about becoming fake. It is not about memorizing manipulative tricks. And it is not about pretending to be alpha. Real attraction grows from emotional self-control, self-awareness, calmness, authenticity, and emotional presence. Most men focus only on external appearance. But women often react more strongly to emotional experience, how you make them feel. And once you understand that, dating changes. Because you stop performing, you stop begging for approval, you stop overthinking every interaction, and instead you become emotionally grounded. That emotional groundedness becomes naturally attractive, not only to women, but to people in general. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 5 signals do you think most men struggle with the most? And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more deep insights into female psychology, attraction, dating behavior, and the hidden signals most men never notice. Because sometimes, the smallest psychological details change everything.